Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much for gathering the courage to come and give the Commission additional information on the formation, the transformation of ULIMO, and the events that led up to the split in the ULIMO, the death of General Kappa, the April 6th to September 18, the rule of Alhaji Kumar, his testimony before the TRC, and then now the psychological impact that the firing of an RPG may have had on the bishop, who is today still ill. And then most especially, you admitted to atrocities committed by ULIMO, some of them in your presence, and you have made a vow never to follow these people who have misled the young people of this country. So we thank you very much for all of this information. We now ask you some questions.
Mr. Kamara,
Yes.
I want to say thank you very much. You did give us information that we did not have. You even gave us, at least, we cannot hear the voice of Bishop Michael Francis, but sitting there in that seat for a little moment, you were able to let us hear his voice through these words. As I said, we hear for a few moments Bishop Francis' voice as he admonished you, and he admonished that admonishment when he said, young men, don't follow people who have already lost their vision. We thank you today that as you sit in that same chair, that resounding voice, that you've made a pledge to yourself and to the people of Liberia, the young generation, not only to say that you will never follow that path again of those who want to mislead and destroy. I want to say thank you very much. And for your boldness. Today, you told us that Alhaji Kumar himself had weapons stacked in his house. Still with intention. You gave us the name of Amayulu's driver, Masale, and Donzo, who we did not have. And one, so we know who was the driver who drove that car, that pickup. But one thing you said, and I want to be sure, did you say that President Momo of Sierra Leone asked you all to help to fight? Because we want to know, you know, what happened. Yes? Yes?
I say yes.
Because that statement helped us to know what happened really in the Mano River Basin. He gave us the idea that people were recruited that the fighting started from there, coming here, fighting other leaders. Also ask people to fight here and there. So we'll be able to establish when was the first time, people start, leaders, the Monrovia Union Basin, start recruiting other nationals to fight. Because anybody, when you decide to take out the armor for war, you know that you expect to be killed or to kill. I ask you one question. You are on an oath, and you said you will speak the truth, because you said that you will never be led that road again. During the period involved, did you ever, as a frontline commander in the front, did you ever, your gun ever went out to hit any human being? That means, did you remember killing anyone?
Yeah, I said that to you, Madam Commissioners. Mrs. Poo, I said that to you that there was an incident that happened in Kwandu. And the young men were behind the door. I never knew that the door that back there, going to your office there, if it's locked, you don't know we're in there. I never knew we're in there. But the order from the commander at that time, the former resident minister of Sierra Leone, Tom Newman, say you do mapping. Sometimes the rebel can be in the houses. And I shoot in the house and hit the man. And I stepped the door, and young men were there, the young man died. And that's of the incident. I think I met you there. I said it to you, I said, yes, this occurred. And I take his 3 children to Sierra Leone in Kenema, and the wife who found the mother. I told you that.
The chairman of ULIMO, Alhaji Kroma, your chairman who will be the commander-in-chief, did you ever observe him to carry a gun or a pistol within the period of time that you knew him?
Oh, Chairman Kroma? Oh. Mrs. Bo, I like that question. When you see me were crying here, let me just answer that before answering that question. Was the chief mediator of the war. Today, nobody remembering him, Bishop Michael Francis. And if I born any child from this day, I will name him after my child. He's a good revolutionist, not the other liars. He's a very good revolutionist. That's why I'm surprised at those members of the council of churches. They will never get council of churches to work with Bishop Michael Francis. All of them are taken back with them. Because number one, they are not doing nothing here. They sit down here calling themselves bishop. Somebody having a small kindergarten church called itself bishop. The work of Bishop Michael Francis, none of them have ever done it. Because Bishop Michael Francis was number one man today that make peace to come. That what made me to shed tears. That what made me to shed tears. So I take a back on the council. The churches, they're not doing nothing about the former combatant, everything UN, everything the government. I'm surprised at the churches, the council of churches. They're not working. Show me one organization that the guy here for the former combatant. Show me one. The higher thing they can tell you beside the Don Bosco where Bishop Michael Francis face. And he put that he left behind now and they say, oh, that they're stealing, jacking people's phone. That's making mockery out of the bishop. And that's not Don Bosco children stealing. Because I wanted Don Bosco. Bishop Michael Francis, the work he's doing, he will continue to lay after him. But surprised at the council of churches. So your question you were asking me. What was your question again?
Did you see your chairman or commander-in-chief for ULIMO, Alhaji G.V. Kroma, carry any gun or pistol during the period you were involved?
Yes. Number one, just go to all the media centers. Go to the newspaper because they got interest in them. He was in full camouflage. But you are here, Mrs. Boo, you used to see Kroma in uniform. Even when you're chairman of you're a member of the council of the state, when we're coming, all of them were in uniform. They have gone. How you be in an army uniform, you don't have a gun? They have gone. They have gone. All of them have gone. Ralisiki, Amayulu. Amayulu have the group they call K5. And I asked him, what is the meaning of the K5? He said, because when you temper around me, I will K5 before I stop. That was all one he will have on his car. K5. Yes. Ask Amayulu, ask anybody about the group that you have, they call K5. That's why I asked him the question, Mr. Yulu, why you have K5? He said, because if anybody temper with me, I will kill them 5. Then the other day I was laying down somewhere, I was to my house, telephone call came to me, they said, you're appearing from the TRC, you will be a dead person. I said, okay, try it. The one problem I have, Madam Sally, I have a serious problem with her. They see people that let the Liberian people down. She got them, the same people around her. So I surprised her, Madam Ellen. She got a lot of Roman mongrels around her. They're not doing the work. Let me tell you one thing today. People coming here, they say they're from abroad, call themselves expatriates, not expatriates. They're not expatriates, but because they don't have Liberia hat. They don't have Liberia hat, Mrs. Boo. If you're not having Liberia hat, you're never going to say the word that you're going to be writing excuse here and there. But all of the guys, I dare you, any Liberian leave for here now, go to their offices. You know what the man want to go tell you? Say, you got a book appointment and tell me the reason my boss man want to see you. Somebody don't want to kill your boss man. I'm going to tell you it, so you will get where you're supposed to get. The old lady is working. But they are making mockery out of her work. They are making mockery out of her work. All her good work will go into vain. You understand? They look at the police, they train. They're not police officers. They're not police officers. You got the police director talking like somebody talking, they not even have a command system in your voice. You have to talk like an officer, like somebody that graduated from the police academy. Talk like officers. They look at it all the day. Somebody accusing police officer to say, he carry my load. All of them around the old lady, when the old lady goes so, they go there, yeah, we're working. They're not working. It's a big money. I'm not talking about the guys that are up the hill. They part the jet there, after they turn, because I'm a member of CDC. I told one other guy the other day, I say, get enjoy your 6 year. The CDCs are coming the next election, not the CDC that day. None of you guys, because you made more great out of us. That's why I continue to say, any young men that are out there, listen to the sound of my voice. Don't go for armed robbing. Don't go for gangsterism. Because all of these guys, you must fight, they sit down, because they say big shot, they're children in America. And all of us in America, they call a former combatant today. But like one of their child be coming. They not call him Marco, they will call him good name. They get him big car. But show me one country people children that die. Show me one of them around here. Even when you graduate from any university, they make more out of you. So, Madam Ellen just working for nothing. She just working for nothing. They will let her go abroad, the first government I ever see in my life, to drop all the charges that we have against the international community. Then you go bring the same gangsters back, and you put it behind it, you say you have a government. Madam Sally, how bad government? She ain't got no good government. So sometimes she won't have and say resign. When she say tell her, when tell her in there, you tell her can say resign. Some of them are making good money here. They're not doing the work. They look at the road. Look at Jalata Road. The public work minister should have get reason for damaging our road. Because Madam Sally should leave a monument after her turning to say, oh yes, I work hard. You got to put on people that Suzuki. That all one mean an accident car.
Who's that?
Suzuki, took on people there.
Yeah.
Very mean. All of them, the party time thing, you can see any one of them. You go to the opposite where you want to see the chief about. They want to use the young people to ascend to power. I tell any young man that follow the group of gangsters, you are finished. Because I'm a testimony to that. I will use, and I will not be used. Never, never to be used by the gangsters. The other day I saw H-Brahma family sitting here bluffing. He served the way of the pledge of the president. Brahma family, then he said, you can't apologize to the black people. Jesus Christ. I'm mockery. The crime I committed before I leave. I will bow down before you to talk to the Liberian, but to forgive me. But don't come here and act like a big boy. See, Allen came here, bluffing about car, insulting you people. First of all, you guys, now why I say the police director now working, all of you commissioners should be assigned with police officers. You anybody, I can you got the respect to your superior in the army or in the military, you lock the person up. Once a superior, say your superiors. But they still got them roaming around here. Then you got in the court, they say human right. They're not human right. You got one lip, all your human right, job right in one plastic bag, you got a human right. But Madam Sally working hard. I'm gonna give the testimony today. She's working. But she got a lot of gangsters with them. With her. Riding with her in her same convoy. The same people right behind Tugman. The same people that right behind Topple. The same people that right behind the Tui party. The same people here again. We see 419. Madam Sally, she's not changing. She followed the same role of the same liars. They are lying to her. They're the FDA. They say job opportunity high. If I bring $10,000 here to open a company, you want to tell me 4 years now, or because I say 4 years, the government going to 4 years now. You want to tell me, Madam Commissioner, that the FDA will not even finish clearing 3 companies for the people to start working? I don't like all the talk show that you see because no work. I will be assigned you Westwa, I will come on talk show because no telephone in Westwa, but because no work. They just sit there and eat for nothing money. Get a doctor degree, you got all the parliament, you don't know nothing. The next question, Madam Commissioner, I still got to talk.
Yes, thank you. We're talking from 2000 up to 2003, but we're supposed to make recommendations for good governance and for the future of this country. So I hope those utterances that you made for this government, that they will hear it, she will hear it, because not only is she president, but she commander-in-chief for the army, supposed to protect us. So those statements that you make, I hope she take heed to it, because the harvest is ripe, but the laborers are few. There are very few people who dedicated, they will sit and take, and they got a way of pushing the good people away to circle them. So those who can identify these people, y'all continue to say it, that they know, that people know them. I want to say to you, thank you, and I close on this note, that the work that Bishop Michael Francis did in this country, may his work speak for him. And if you say you're sorry, you never will do it again, you must show a sign. And to show a sign, just like Paul and Saul, when you change, let the world see the change in you. Talk to those little children outside. Those Don Bosco children, talk to them. Right here by, talk to the boys. Talk to your girls. Because your girls, the girls in the street represent your sister, your mother, and your auntie. And the war is over, but many of them, where's the future? Someone sat here before you, Mr. Bidel, and he said you can tell the future of the country by the children. And if we look outside and see where our children are going, you got a greater responsibility to help. You got to sit down in government job. Use your mouth. Those utterances that you said, they'll fall on good ground and take root and grow. I hear Jay outside, but Chairman will soon pitch me. But I can't help it. I got to put on my hot pants and go down there by Peter Harris School. Y'all go there. In the night, run up at 1 o'clock or so, you see the tarpaulin that is our girls, as a result of the war, and our boys, our future. They take the little cowboy and lay down on it. You dress so. By that time, the price go for 25 Liberian and 50 Liberian. We need a team to go there and whip those boys and whip those girls out of that place there. So y'all do anything to help anybody outside to make this country, because we on our way out. So thank you very much. And if you're really sorry, let the world see it for this country. Help your country. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Commissioner. I appreciate your utterances, and I continue to appreciate it as a Baptist sister, the spirit like a Baptist preacher. But you know, let me tell you one thing about the word you just said about the young guys. I'm surprised. The freedom is too much in our country. You know, during those days, to see even, I can remember one time me and my late sister were joking, and my late sister, you know, she was picking plum, and right there, you know, she was chunking. She had a shop there. So I said, "Oh, Papa, I saw rising on my sister's church. My pa gave me $25 for that." I said, "I'm not rising. That means you see your sister nakedness." He said, "No." I said, "No, she was chunking the plum, and then a bra show." So, no, not that. Her breast. Don't say that to her. I said, "Oh, sorry." They whipped me for that. You got young women on the street. You got the gender equalities. You got a female lawyer association. Said right up here in a lot of money. Lato, you went around here. Make mongrel out of democracy. You got a lot of the young guys. Go to them, counsel them, talk to them. Are we loving to? Now open some vocational school for them. After the vocational school, get them tools. If they can sew, you get them sewing materials. You understand? But they set up their court as a female lawyer. They're not working. They're not working. John and the year rape kid that they want to beat up because you went sponsoring raping. You understand? You know how many children can be raping in Nigeria for $5 US? Because no food. You go tell an older man go away. You go tell him, the man will say, "But I pay you for it." If the female lawyer association were working, the things should have gone down. But man, all our women on the street are naked. They marry women naked. The women are not married naked. Why are we driving to? The female lawyer association, I condemn them. They don't care money and the paper and the way you say, I condemn them. Because if you are working, you can't, that's why I say, Mother Ellie had a lot of tasks to work. Some of the project, they go to UN because they had to get a lot of Lala NGO. But enjoy the minister, they already crossing some of the bogus NGOs. You're working. You understand? The female lawyer, the group of women there, passing around here. Everybody got small Lala NGO. Look at the quote they wear. First of all, you respect your body, the man will respect you. But I already see where us are. Then why I'm going to approach you? Why I'm going to tell you to see your way? Then one guy the other day I say, "You my friend." He said, "But you my friend." How I will say, "Then you just say you my friend." I said, "But man, even I say you my friend, say I just will tell you what I will tell you. Because I already seen you through. I seen your breast, I seen your waist. Can you tell me an African woman? The people that you see them dressing and that in Europe, America, they're on the dance stage. They're in the television and the rest of it. But you see our women butt naked. They are playing the churches again. Because they go there to get an overnight miracle. You giving somebody a miracle or marry a woman? Look at some of the women. For better, for worse, a disgrace in Liberia. Because by the time the men are working, the woman don't know you no more longer. You are doing that all along. But when you are not know where that man was doing something with you. Yeah? All of them making mongrels. Go on the street, go to the very hotel, go to the drinking spot. During the day, I used to see my mother and my father on a Christmas day. They used to go in the night. Christmas Eve, they say for the big people. But this time, forget it. Oh, everybody hang out together. Lecha, be mommy, everybody hang out together. So they're not working. You know, you look at all those things. You look at the politicians. The same politician called themselves Google, they drive around there. The Liberian guy says, "You think after you misuse yourself, we'll keep you." The same people will go around and gossip about you. The children have spoiled our mother price. The price our mother didn't work for. Because I never see my mother work twice one day when they lapa. Let's say now when I go to church, I see the responsible women sitting in the church, the deacon and the deacon, dressed for. You see some of them butt naked in linen shirt, linen glasses. Mrs. Boo, people have to work hard to put some mechanism together. The female lawyer association, you don't have female lawyer association, so we can have better one. Then we'll talk to the international community. They must come for public view for these people. But ma, a bad of in Liberia. Next question.
Well, thank you. I have only 3 questions for you, and let me say thanks for coming. So I'll just ask you all 3 questions and then you can answer. first question is, you mentioned Solomon Kamara. How did he die? He was killed by whom? Who ordered the execution? Abba Kape. Who ordered his execution? My last question, you said Mr. Haji Kurman came and told a lot of lies here. So I just want for you to tell us, of all the lies that you say that he told, just give us 3 instances of those lies that Mr. Kurman told when he appeared here before this commission. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioners. Well, Lola, you were not here. And the next time Chief Ali, you talking to me as an old man, you be smiling to me. I'm a young man too. But your face was a little bit tired. So please apologize to me for that. Because you're my father. Don't be talking to your child and your face tired. So now you smile to me. The more you smile to me, I feel good.
Yeah, it's not that I don't have a smile, but you know, there's serious business here. And we have to be serious with asking the questions. But smiles, we can always smile, we can laugh, we can joke. There's no hatred between us. It's just that the serious business that we're recording for the history of our country for tomorrow.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your questions.
Thank you.
And I will answer your questions. The first is Solomon Kamara. Solomon Kamara was a frontline commander. We used to call him a young major. You know, let me show you the map. I was shot here by a guy who was in the tree. Shot me because I was under the tree. Shot me. So they take me down to Freetown. And Solomon Kamara and I were very close because two of us carrying the same name. Because Isaac and he was Solomon. Then I say, why am I doing man carrying Solomon name? So he used to get back with me all the time. I said, my man living in my civil name too. Solomon was killed between Bombing Hill and Monrovia. But who really did the act? That's the person I don't know. But there were 2 killed on the highway. With one other guys, they used to call him Poker. On Poker. 2 of them died on the highway in the pickup. But when they died, in that foreign month, I came back to Topman. And we have a civil commotion on it. Joe Harry was the field commander. And we had a civil touch on it. Joe Harry told me, say, they wanted to arrest the late T-Collar. He was responsible for the death of Solomon Kamara. They seized his car. There was heavy tension there. That's I know about. And the second question is, he said, yes. The second question, first and second. He said, yeah, that's what I'm driving to. I told you here plain blind. Whatsoever your commissioner do here, whatsoever you do here, your commissioner take responsibility of it. Now, the death of Abba Kabel was a coup d'etat. Alaji Kroman, Alma Yulu, and the rest of the team guys that were on the team. Because the time Kappa died, he didn't take no 30 or 45 minutes when Krumah was sworn in as chairman, and they changed the organization name from URD straight to Unimbo. You understand that? So, Ama Yuluka was used, his driver there, I call his driver name. His driver there, Masale and Donzo. All of them, the other day I was down the road, the Papa man. All of them. They masterminded, they took them to Freetown. Ama Yulu was in jail. Ama Yulu masterminded the devil Abba Kappa. He would not tell me that. He would not tell me that. I want the other day on the paper. I don't know who asking the question. I said, I challenge them. Oh man, you yourself that sitting here, you got your own investigator. So if you lie here, when the investigator come, most of the guys that should be here, all of them should be to the war crime cook too. Ama Yulu then, Kroman then. The Lele Fansa massacre, may his soul rest in peace. They shot Fansa massacre in the plane, in the helicopter. They shot in the helicopter. With one other guy, I come in honorable commissioners. With one other popular fighter we used to call him Nestor Gore. 50K Nestor Gore. On Banga Highway. They tell me to join the fight. I say, I'm not able because number one, I can't fight 2 times. I fight the first one and lose. I can't fight the second one. Tell her I was my friend. Tell her used to call me every time. Man, why you don't want to fight? You offer me a lot of car. I say, Mr. President, you know I have a hand problem. And this guy, before this guy should leave, how you call it, Francois Massacre. He had to use a spoon ministry because later on he linked himself with Nimbo, who all used to be there. So he was going that morning, he said, my man, say you hand in the war, but that Lone Star said, Jack in Yule. Call me, my man, why are you? I said, oh, I went for an old timer game. He said, the president gave me instructions. But a friend of mine tell me that the instruction that Taylor gave Francois Massacre, the reply that he made, that will kill him. It was an instruction like this. Taylor said, go make sure that they put a captive Vanyama and Kulahu. Then sometime you are said we can talk to a next to call him Rabawule. He died. We bury him just here on our side. So go and talk to them. So I lead them up, speed of the fight. So Massacre called me. I said, well, Massacre, if you are commander again, you ministers. So you ain't got no other general there around here to send them to go with the helicopter, you got to go? He said, no, the president. The remark that he tell where also tell her house, because tell her have a palava hall in the house, in the yard. So President Taylor called him and gave the instruction. He said, look at the fully man. The fully man will be behind people, be killing out boy for nothing. And somebody from right around there went and tell the president. So the president called me. He said, Isaac, you were there when Francois used this remark. I said, no, Mr. President, I was not there because I can't move behind him. He was a close friend of mine. And when Francis was leaving to the airport, Springfield Airport, where the helicopter used to be, he called me. I said, Francis, don't go. He said, no, I had to go. The instruction of the president. I said, okay, when you reach, he called me. My line is open. Because I until I get everybody to Raya. I'm in a brand new Torah. Surprising to me. Somebody called me, say, Francois is dead from the helicopter. But can you tell me a man in the air, for God's sake? Because when I went to Striker, funeral parlor, I dropped the Striker. And I asked the funeral home to bring the man out. And they refused. Later on, when Lone Star won again, when Lone Star had the quiet time, they brought him out. So I managed my way. I called the guy. I said, let me see this. They shot the guy. They shot him from here. And any bullet from here, Honorable Commissioner, that close range. Nobody shot Francois from down because the helicopter was close. That means like puncher wanted to stop. So they fired the man in the plane. The man was okay in the plane. And was a very close friend of mine. So Francois working for the States. Next to go was with Francois. Later on, the woman came, they used my car. They were using Francois' Jeep. We got till again a brand new Pajero. The wife came from the state. We all went right near Sierra Island House there across the road where Francois was living. I went to see my tower with his wife. The wife asked me questions. She said, well, all of you guys are here. How ready Francois died? I said, Mama, I don't know. But they said they shot him at the front. She said, but he went at the front line. I said, I don't know. You can ask next to God. Robert, whatever. I said, but within that same period, when we buried Francois, it made another 2 months. Next to go to Work by 50. On Banga Highway. So it was shocked to Lofa County. And the tribute that I paid to Francois Wake, that tribute shocked Mr. Taylor. 1 month, Taylor used to call me. He sent me one time to Bang to get something. When I go to Uncle Bang, he wants to speak. I say, what's wrong with you? I say, the weapon that used against Francois Massacre, if the weapon was the enemy weapon, then so help me God. But for any of the friendly troop that used the weapon on Francois, the same weapon that buried him, the same weapon will bury the others. And I said to the BB family, man, rest your mind in the cold water. That's the struggle. But just having believed that your husband never died by the enemy. And he shot the president. And I went to the barrier. Each time when I want to go to the barrier, the police had to stop my car to not move in. And yeah.
So who were those on the plane with him when he got shot?
I told you that, Mr. Commissioner, I never knew who were on the plane. But I know that you know that the helicopter, the UN got the same helicopter in town. So they have 3 here. So you want to tell me in that plane everything was locked up, and all those planes, those are war plane, those are war helicopter. Yeah, war something. So can you tell me that they will shot this man into the plane, and nothing will happen with the tire or the bullet? You want to tell me the bullet will pass in that check zone? So it got me shot. But because I had no God, I told him to not go. He went. So that was happened.
Okay,
And then the question is the last question you asked. If you want to
just
hear,
give about 3 lies, 3 of the lies.
the 3 lines I told you about. First, I told you the finding of the ammunitions in Kuma house. When ECOMOG arrested him, you were here. But I know that time you were doing your jobs elsewhere. ECOMOG arrested a guy with full truck of ammunition. Ask ECOMOG, go for research. And most of the atrocities that were committed here, yeah, most of the atrocities that were committed here, you never committed some of the most of the atrocities. So you can't come and say you never committed atrocities. Some of the village that were born, you never born them down. Say yes. And the second one, the power sharing. A lot of people die in Takmambara. They were the 3 factors that I said to the honorable commissioners. But sometimes you were not here at that time. Anything I doubt you mind, you can bring it forward.
And the third?
The third one was a bad human relationship he had. That was the bad one. I don't feel bad about him. He always let to keep himself big and but when he need you, he call you. That seems selfish game they play around town here. That's why I warn all the young people. I warn all of them. If any young man be used by the gangsters, the politicians, the warlock, the so-called one, they are gangsters. Because when they're soon to power, they don't know you no longer. You can't say I want to marry a woman. Then at the end of the day, you don't want to see the woman family. You make it mockery out of that home. Yeah, what you were saying?
Okay.
Thank you very much for the contribution you have made.
I like hearing you, Mr. Commissioner.
I want to thank you very much. I want to thank you very much for the contributions you have made to our work. Without doubt, you have provided additional information that give us a full story of some of the things that have happened. Just 1 or 2 questions I would like to ask. One, was there ever an investigation of Ambassador Kape's death?
Yes, that investigation was headed by the Sierra Leone government by Valentine Strasser. Strasser put an investigation team together. And I don't know how long the investigation went because I was in the front line. But they put an investigation team together.
Okay, but you don't know how it ended?
No, I never knew how it ended.
Okay, you spoke of limo and ICNU relationship. And that Kamara made a statement, you think I have a fire gun and somebody come I think, and eat for nothing. Was there a direct relationship between the IGNU and ULIMO?
Because, let me tell you one thing. It was 27 cars they carried behind the line. For England government, used cars. And when they carried these cars, they divided all on the executive, the very executive, to divide them. They gave Roosevelt Johnson a pickup. And they decided, because they said the next car will come, they will give it to us. So I asked Roosevelt, he used to be a bold man. I asked him, I said, Real? First, before I asked Roosevelt, I went to Dumuya. I said, Dumuya, but where the car come, where they get Dumuya one rare pickup? So I said, well, Dumuya, where people getting the pickup from? Who gave me the pickup? He said, my man, they pick up here, the English government giving it to us. Because the more we stay here, the more England stay here. So I said, Mama Yakino could now, what were you Freetown England not operate with? You can't just start operating with the people. And later on, one morning, Kroma came to all of us and said, we'll be expecting Dr. Sawyer to come to bomb here. But I think that trade failed. There was some connection between the England government and Unimbo. Because we opened this road, then the town would take a call way to move Prince Johnson from his base. All the cars were collected from there. We took some of the cars, but some of the cars that were on the base, they turned over to the England government. And we turned the territory over to ECOMOG. And ECOMOG turned it over to England government. That kind of relationship extended between Kroma and Dr. Sawyer.
Which territories were turned over to ECOMOG? Because
the territories of that and Corway, that place Prince Johnson was based in. You know, we took that place from Prince Johnson.
that was turned over to ECOMOG.
Turned over to ECOMOG. ECOMOG turned it over to England. And they had their relationship begin to go on, and later on we begin to see all the support. They start helping, giving car, giving gasoline, fuel oil.
So who were the people in between who used to bring all of those things?
The people that were in between us, one was the former Speaker of the House of Parliament, Maurice Dukley. He used to come frequently to bomb here, and the late Elijah Kroma brother, what you call him, Lassana Kroma, who died in the United States. This guy used to bring this thing for us. And we know our in exile, nobody had money. So where you guys getting the money from bringing it to us? Nothing but the truth.
So IGNU and Ulimo had a relationship in which Ulimo will capture territory and give to IGNU.
Yes, they have. But what brought Okomapa on board? Who brought Okomapa? That England brought Okomapa on board.
Okomapa refused to give up bombing.
Yes, because we had
at the time he made that comment that he think I will fire gun and then people will have.
He refused to do that. He refused to give over the side. On the Paul River, we have the bridge to Paul River. We share ECOMOG on one side. He refused, in fact, to turn the territory over, because what was in his mind really, that when you turn the territory over, that it will happen that he had no more ground, that means it will just be the Prince Johnson. That's why he always say. He said, I will not fight, I become the loser. Because if I get the territory out, the territory will be to ECOMOG, and England will operate here. At the end, I get no more voice into the government. And that will not work with me. That was brought the crisis.
So what kind of support more directly that ECOMOG gave to Ulimo?
ECOMOG gave us gun and ammunition. Food. Yes, I can attest to that. The Guinean contingents from Guinea, they help us. In fact, Kroma had direct link with the Guinean contingent. Yes, Guinea helped. Look, let me tell you one thing, Mr. Commissioner. I want for you to invite Sierra Leone, Guinea, Nigeria, and the rest of the African countries that send their troops here. The peace conference that we were going for, most of it was denied by them. Because the more they stay here, they make more money. Like you got the other guys around here in the BB air conditioned car. They're not doing nothing, making good bit of money. They're just sitting out here around car, talking a lot of rubbish around here.
That Ulimo didn't have any arms. They used radio to convince people to disarm, and then they just capture a few arms from the enemies.
Then where they took the ammunition from my house? What you were doing with the ammunition? What you were doing camouflage suit with a pistol and die? Go to inquiry, go ask on the wizard, after the wizard. Go for research. You were here, Mr. Valiant. You were here, you saw most of the newspapers that were here, you saw this guy, faction leaders. They were in a Bazan suit. They were in Lenny suit. Then even my old man, D. Wesley Johnson, always be in camouflage with red bearer. So you want to tell me you just wear the uniform with You will not. It will not work like that. It will not work. It will not work like that. So the gap, 40 have gone. The Guinean government, the tracer round we had, they have certain kind of gun we call tracer round. The shot. Tracer round. That gun, when you fire it here, you see the fire on a trace. Guinean government, ECOMOG supported all with that. Why they never say the truth? If the war is over, let the kind of bad precedent that they set, it must be over. We the young people are continuing to be used by these guys. You understand? Then my Ellen came to again and followed them. You understand? I would be a president of Liberia. John Wayfield sit over there saying you have a gun. You should charge him. You should charge Mr. Wayfield right away that you wanted to overthrow, because why you might have a gun in your possession that disarmament is over. But Madam Sally is the mother. But you cannot ride the wailing horse to death. She can't be too many linear around here.
Command said also, and that's a follow-up question to the question Commissioner Stewart asked, that Ulimo didn't commit any atrocities. And in terms of examples, you only mentioned burning down houses. You know that in Ulimo territory, some houses were burned. Are there any other rights violations and atrocities you know that Ulimo committed under Command's leadership?
I tell you something that I don't like in my whole life. The truth shall set me free. Yes, I told you from the beginning. I say you never commit a lot of atrocity. That is the guy we used to assign upper Lofa, Jongo Jada. Why you never mention all this guy name? The little Pepper and Saul. We will all run away. We beaver for him. And we all went this way. Pepper and Saul, Jongo Jaba, were listening directly to Kamara. And this is the man that never speak English. The man don't even write on name how you speak English. Brought out the missionaries. People die here. Explain it to the Liberian people that people die here. They're Kubono. What province city? Ask the citizens that live in province. What happened to Kubono? It was every day and night, day by day fighting to Kubono. ECOMOG saying that right there, the faction fighting. Because the more they were going to stay here, Sani Abacha in power there, the more they're going to stay here, the more they let the faction to grow tension, the more they stay here. The guy can make money out of people here. Yeah? Now while all of them sit here, they're not supporting any program. They got a lot of young people on the street. In every country that UN go, first of all, I doubt if the disarmament were correct in this country. Then what are they in Sierra Leone? Mr. Commissioner, Sierra Leone have money for gun. Money for gun. Then you sit there, you got a BB UN headquarters here. Somebody say they arm robbing me. Where are they taking the arm from? First of all, so be asking on me, where are they taking the arm from? Because by the time you are going to have this gun for money, you don't have to have one person get paid enough around here. That's what they did in Sierra Leone. Yeah? That's what they did in Sierra Leone. But some of these guys just make mockery out of people around here, play with people's lives. And I will not be used for that. No more longer. The other day was sitting down here, they say the guard or some people coming from Grand Jide to bring war. I promise this government, to my living God, I don't know Ellen. If anybody bring coup d'etat, even I hear in the corner, I will expose them. Because they will round on and can be beneficial to it. If any one of the combatants, that the other day in Grand Jide, listen to the news. The combatants were demonstrating there. And somebody say, hey, the project making, they get a sister then I come to town. If any combatant be used, they get the lawmaker that in the house, if they can even start for you. So what would be used around here for? The guys are making business out of all, sending their children to Google colleges, and we sit down here as a country boy who don't even know how to write our own name. Then they continue to use you. Nobody will bring gun here again. Nobody. The Malaria Union, you don't trust them. And we can stand deal with Sierra Leone to fight for them and pass them. Who they can stand deal with? They say love your neighbors, you love yourself. Well, hey my brother, sometimes you look at it between the line. On a very serious note, they gotta make mockery out of us. Man, Sally should put a team together. First of all, we used to get at the war from, we used to call SOS. Security on security. I'm not looking for a job. Security on security. SOS. Nobody will bring one piece of pen there, Mr. Commissioner. Anybody that bring gun here, I promise the Liberian people will expose you.
Thank you very much.
And anybody that will lost from this city, I'm on the combatant, I will inform the Liberian government. Because anytime they run away, that the other day, Joe Wale was saying down here, and the mistake they made again to allow the guy who have the massacre to, how you call the place to this place, Kakata, Magidi. What a young man who were working at Commerce Ministry, who involved in the massacre, now the senator now. Charles Benny. They should espionage Charles Benny back. Because Charles Benny, then those are war terrorists. This guy visit everywhere for their always trying to create a problem here. You understand me? You don't allow these guys to continue moving about. First of all, the immigration, I got problem with them. You go at the airport, no matter you're a diplomat, they should investigate your traveling. You know when they have to look at passport? Some of the guys are here, they're not trusted. That everybody forced to work in government. I work in tele administration. You didn't forced to work in the government? No. How you eat? All your neighbor eat? You already eat, and your neighbor will not eat? They have to eat. They have to eat. Mr. Commissioners, if any of these guys that leave from the capital city, I will tell the Liberian government. If Ellen taking this government to be joke, if she's not able, let she resign. But she will not take our country as a play. We tired with war, and no more war will enter in this country. I'm warning all the former combatants. If any one of you guys be used, any one of you guys be used, my brother, you have yourself to be blamed. Because number one, they will enjoy, it will be like Hosanna, Hosanna. Allah, the crucify us all. Will not be used no more longer. And I came here to just sit here to boast this. I'm not even tell you I have a penny. Someone that come here and name me cars, name me their property, in fact their girlfriend with them, they're there. How about the other poor man? Mr. Commissioner, if Ellie not able, the government, let she resign. Because number one, the troublemakers, monitor them. The United States government monitor the ex-soldiers. They monitor their activities. Let me tell you one thing. Once a gangsters, it still remains as a gangsters. If you monitor him thoroughly, you counsel him, you will know that. But there any of the faction leader, are there any one of them, and I challenge them. And for now, I'm leaving from the TRC to go on the street, say you will fight. To my holy communion, I will tell ECOMOG, all men to leave from between us. Then I get out that place, then we'll fight. We'll tie with war. We'll tie with war. The next question.
Do you, during your time with limo, recall the several atrocities in Lofa, Vonjima County, that people normally call Black Friday, Black Saturday, and I think a Black Sunday?
You know, there were two factions that were operating in Lofa, almost three. One was held by one General Fire who died. One was three, they bought a just grinding around the road and carrying and killing. One was operated by NPFL because Lofa is a big county. Some people can be in Foya, some people in Kulahu, some people in Vayama. So both factions were there. But wheresoever fighting men go, they commit atrocity, Honorable Commissioner. Sometimes we rape some of the people in our place, we eat their food. We are even asking them. The atrocities were committed by all the factions here. Monroe, go to your house. They will leave your cell phone on your television or on your dresser and go. No, they will carry on. So once a criminal, remain as criminal. But none of us will be used as a war missionary. For now, I sacrifice myself for the Liberian people. I'm the eye for any trouble that somebody want to bring in this country. I will expose them. I will expose them. I don't want a penny from the government. I will expose them. If my Sally want to play with herself, she can play. But we're not here for joke. Any of these guys that live in this country, they have no right to leave Child Benin to go. The other day, the other guy was here. Came and talk a lot of mess and leave. No, they should go. And what happened with Tom Wayu? You can call Tom Wayu. Tom Wayu staying in America? Those are troubleshooters. Tom Wayu organize coalition. You don't even know about that. Coalition. When he left from NPFL, he joined us. Coalition. That was a faction. He was a faction leader. Coalition. That's how you stay at the labor ministry. Yeah? Yeah, the other men used to be the justice ministers. They stay there. So who? Other guys are here, you don't monitor them. Why you don't monitor them? Or you think all is well? No. All is not well. All is not well. You monitor, the government should monitor these guys. That's my recommendation. And make sure your eye be on them. And ask the U.S. Embassy, because they're going to get visa. The U.S. Embassy, the U.S. government, they don't know that peace will come to Liberia. It is spending their money, they're not going there. It's have visa restriction in our country. But when they go to another country, they run away from it. They pass through Serbia. The other day, what happened with the former commerce minister? Yeah? He passed through somewhere around Serbia and cross. They want to get in visa to go. What are you guys trying to prove here? We're not working. Particularly, we have freedom in our country after the TRC. It must be a good reconciliation commission. It should work. They're not working. The joint security, they're not working. Ellen should bring back some of the security on board. They don't have to come to you directly. You got your own, we call personal security, to monitor these people. They don't have to be in uniform. But warlords, do not take joke with warlords. Do not take joke with warlords. Bunch of terrorists remain as terrorists. They have for them to be refined because they are power greed. Next question.
Thank you very much. We have come to the end of your testimony. Again, on behalf of the Commission, we appreciate you coming forward, giving us all of this information, and establishing on records the good deeds of Bishop Michael Francis and the role you think that the Liberian Council of Churches should be playing now. We thank you very much for some of the security recommendations you have made also. That is well documented. Our fellow countrymen and those in authorities will get to hear, and we hope that that can also serve some purpose. So before you leave, is there anything finally you have to say?
Come back.
Before you leave, is there anything finally you have to say?
Oh yes. The only thing I have to say to the young people and to the government of Liberia, to please, my Ellie, and provide job opportunity quickly. We are starving around here, no job. The logging company, the billing they're doing in there, they're not working. Then they speed it up. Let some of the young men move on the street so they will start working. I told you from the initial stage that I said when you work in places like Weswa, Kakata, you will not call phone. Because you say, oh, go 7 o'clock to work, Mr. Commissioner, you'll be there 7 o'clock. And you got to leave from there 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. You're not leave people logging when you come in time to come talk show. So I'm recommending to the commissioner, the commissioner through the commissioner to the president. Please, you have to do your homework for the young people and the young girls. The civil society, they part forgetting. They can't talk nothing. When they were early May appointment, the former combatant to look for a job for people, go to the NGO sector to work. They're not doing it. When they were only early May one appointment, hey, they get problem with it. The hospital not pass them. Show me someone they are functioning around here. To just ask the donor for money to ride a big car and take a back. They got themselves to blame. They're not working. The civil society, the jail noise maker. I say that. I stand by my word. You want to go to court because we got a free-hand lawyer around here, you go to court. They will stand my bone. But they're not working. So these are some of my recommendations. Please. And one again, Mrs. Boo, get to the Human Rights Commissions and the Gender Equality or Gender Well Female Lawyer Association. Please say of former combatant, former lawmaker, say you're not working. Look at the girl that I attended the university. I'm surprised at the university. You go teaching a student butt naked because the teacher too, he know what he's doing. He should be fully attired because that's the one disciplinary area. But forget it. Go right here, Ken Johnson Road. Go right here down Ministry of Justice. Go see them butt naked. Then you say, I in EMU, I in Polytechnic. You're not there, you get to upper tax and say they get it, they'll book out degrees. Can we take it from left to right? So please, this is a recommendation. You lady, go back to the people to do their work. Everything is not early. You do your work. The former combatants, they are dying slowly, they have no work. The best thing they can call you, you are honorable. And I, the number one man, I would never be honorable. I would never visit anybody home late night. Because why? I'll commit more than that. I come to kneel down to the commission. Please, through your tell Liberian people the atrocity I committed. Whosoever are funded in this country, here, Sierra Leone, and abroad, I apologize. It will never be repeated again. And you should take my photo anywhere. In anywhere of this country you see me committing any crime, please, if the commission will be closed at that time, but don't never recommend me for any work in this country. Take me as one of the gangsters. I, Isaac Kamara, I will never fight a war, and I will not rebel against peaceful citizens. I thank you.
Very much. Mr. Hearing Officer, we still adjourn.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming. We adjourn to